Chicago Cubs. News today.
10 straight losses. 10. But hey, before you throw in the towel, I've got an analysis here that could completely change your perspective. We've got two of our offensive stars on the verge of exploding statistically, and the sabermetric numbers prove it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay until the end, because the third name on this list is going to turn your stomach upside down. Keep your eyes on this number. While the fan base cries over the losing streak, the real problem is hidden right there, and it has a name. Have you noticed nobody's talking about the $177 million contract that's turned into dead weight in our lineup? Everybody looks at the scoreboard. I look at OPS, and what I'm seeing worries me way more than 10 straight losses. The Athletic published an analysis by Levi Weaver this week with a prediction that split the fan base. He believes two of the three struggling stars, Alex Bregman, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Dansby Swanson, will bounce back before the All-Star break. But one of them will keep being a problem all the way to the trade deadline. And that, one of them, isn't hard to guess. Look, when I first read that analysis, my reaction was relief. Two guys getting back to normal changes everything for this team. But then I read it again. And when I saw Swanson's 0.621 OPS in 2026, man, my wife found me standing in front of my laptop at 11 at night looking like I was at a funeral. She asked me what happened. I said, Swanson. She understood. After years of living with a Cubs fan, she gets it. Cubs fans, drop a like on this video if you follow this team every single day. Because this channel is for the people who suffer together. Every single day. The numbers don't lie. Bregman has a 0.699 OPS this season, below expectations for a recent All-Star, but with a strong enough track record to believe in a rebound. PCA finished 2025 with 31 home runs and a 0.768 OPS. The strikeout issues are real, 155 last year, but the offensive power is there. Swanson, a 0.621 OPS in 2026, and in 2025, it was only 0.717. The trend is going down, and $177 million demands more than that. Last night, the Cubs got crushed 12-1 by the Pittsburgh Pirates. 12-1, bleacher bums. Northside Nation, do you still believe Swanson can turn it around this year? Or are you starting to accept that the problem is bigger than just a slump? What makes this even worse is the context around it. The Cubs' pitching staff is wrecked by injuries. The offense has to carry the load. And right now, the three most expensive pieces of the lineup are collapsing at the exact same time. Craig Counsell publicly said, "We need to do something different." Which is exactly the kind of thing a manager says when he still doesn't know what the answer is. The good news is that Weaver believes the talent of Bregman and PCA is real, that the struggles are situational, not structural. If those two figure things out before the All-Star break, this lineup changes completely. PCA with 30-plus home run power, and Bregman playing at the level we saw last season is an offense capable of exploding at any moment. The problem is, any moment needs to happen soon. The schedule isn't waiting. My honest read, Bregman bounces back. PCA bounces back. The technical signs are there if you look beyond the scoreboard. But Swanson genuinely worries me, not as a bad player, but as a player who may have already reached his ceiling. And this is where things get difficult for any front office. You don't move a $177 million contract in the middle of the season without admitting a massive mistake. So the most likely outcome is they hold on hope and pray something changes. I've seen this movie before. And the Cubs usually reach the third act with no bullpen depth and no trades made in time. I hope I'm wrong. With every part of my soul, I hope I'm wrong. But you understand what's at stake here, right? If Bregman and PCA don't bounce back before the All-Star break, this trade deadline could become the most painful one the Cubs have faced since the rebuild. The clock is ticking. And last night's scoreboard said 12-1. 2 recover. 1 sinks. That's the prediction. The only question left is which of the 3 becomes the anchor and whether the Cubs still have enough time to swim.